being outside, we want to stay indoors, stay dry, stay warm, and perhaps eat some comfort food. Dina Gunn joining us this morning to tell us how we can eat delicious gluten-free comfort foods and make them in our own home. So thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
What are we making today?
Today we're going to make what's called a white lightning chili. And it's basically a white chili, no tomatoes. Most chilies have a, very tomato based.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a white one for people, who want something different and or just don't like the tomato based ones.
Okay, perfect. I noticed the quinoa over here. So are we making it with quinoa?
Yeah. What's interesting is if you add a little bit of quinoa to whether it's a stew or a soup or something like that, as it cooks and absorbs the water, it acts as a thickening agent. So it's actually you wouldn't think of it, but it's a really quick, easy way to thicken something that really makes it hearty and kind of sticks to your ribs.
Okay, so let's get cooking. We want to get right to it, and we're going to give you step-by-step instructions at home as to how you can make this white chili.
Yeah,
so
the ingredients are pretty simple. There's some chicken broth we're going to use. You can use vegetable broth, anything you have. In a pinch, you can even use water. White quinoa. Quinoa does come in a few different varieties. You can use red quinoa or mixed quinoa. And that's a nice little protein boost too. It's a really nutritious food.
Nice.
And some already cooked chicken. You can use leftover chicken. A lot of us, if you bake a chicken or roast chicken, you might have some leftover chicken. But it's also really easy. I buy this at Trader Joe's. It's called Just Chicken, and that's what it is. And it's great for using in wraps or quesadillas or throwing in a stew or a casserole. You can skip the whole step of cooking the chicken.
Okay.
And then two different kinds of beans. We've got pinto beans and white kidney beans. And then the thing that really adds the flavor and the kick and pulls it all together is this great corn and chili salsa, which is a tomato-less salsa. It's kind of sweet and spicy. I don't know if you tried it, but I love it. I even will stir it in with like avocados and black beans, and you can kind of make a California caviar.
Let's put it all in there. Let's get going.
Start. So we'll start with 2 cups of chicken broth, and you can just pour that right in.
Okay, it's all ready to go for us. So 2 cups there.
Yeah, and then about half a cup of quinoa. And what you actually want to do, we're adding this straight in now, but what you actually want to do with quinoa, and not everybody knows this, but you want to rinse it before you use it.
Oh, okay.
Because it depends on the manufacturer, but quinoa naturally has the soapy coating, and when you wash it, sometimes you'll see the little foam come off, and you don't want to add that in. So you don't
want soap in your food.
No.
Okay, next the chicken.
Then add the chicken. It's about 4 cups of chopped chicken. All of it.
Okay. Put it all in there.
Perfect.
All right.
And then 2 cans of beans. You can use whatever you like. I like these.
Okay, you hold it and I'll.
All right.
Teamwork
Get it
here.
Out. Might be a little sticky.
Okay, so these are the pinto beans.
Pinto beans, drain them. You can rinse and drain them if you like to do that. For people who are watching their sodium, rinsing them can get rid of that. Then pour in the white kidney beans. This should come out more easily.
Okay.
There, great.
White beans there, and then the salsa?
Perfect. And then the salsa.
Okay.
And you can pour in the whole thing. Yeah, it's a lot of nice color.
And then the cheese?
And then the cheese we'll top it with afterwards. But what you want to do is basically let this simmer for about 20 minutes. And I mean, everything's already cooked, but that gives time. And right now it looks a little watery, and what happens is the quinoa will absorb that water in about 15 minutes or so.
Okay, perfect. I want to talk about your book. We're almost out of time, but tell me, Cooking with Trader Joe's.
Yeah, we have 2 new cookbooks out. Everyone was asking us for a gluten-free collection of our recipes. So many people are eating gluten-free now. And instead of just, eating all the substitutes, gluten-free bread, gluten-free pasta, we come up with some nice collection of recipes that are just inherently gluten-free.
Fantastic.
And then we've got a vegetarian book out too. That goes with our collection.
Something for everyone. So you love Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. Pick up the books. Cooking with Trader Joe's. Dina Gunn, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me again.
Good to see you. Sounds great on a cold, rainy day.